Guys, it's that Panda guy, and I thought I'd do a video talking about Alliance League and its works. I noticed that I never made one, so I thought I might as well give a brief explanation. That being said, let's get into it. So Alliance League consists of quests or missions that you complete to get points, and these points are earned so you can obtain personal rewards in the reward catalog, which is here, as well as member reward rankings. So you can complete these things, and you can basically get either these from ranking along your alliance members or getting tier rewards, meaning that you hit a certain amount of points, and as long as your alliance has already hit something like, for example, 10.5k alliance points and you get 400 individual points, you can unlock phase 7. Alright, so that being said, you also contribute towards your overall alliance, which will help its ranking. So obviously that's going to be right here, which is alliance rankings, and you can basically get your points. Those goes towards your alliance. You rank higher, you get more rewards. Obviously these rewards are mediocre, and it's really up to you to decide as a leader or whatever if it's worth actually going for it, but I do want to talk about that a bit. So it also, depends on your alliance performance if they will move up or down in the brackets. And that being said, it's these brackets: newcomer, adventurer, pathfinder, and top fighter. That also being said, your bracket, depending on what bracket you're in, you will have a difference in rewards, missions that you're allowed to get. For example, at this point in the missions, you aren't able to get the zombie slaying reward type missions, which I wish we could, but you're not able to get those anymore, as well as hive mind ones. And I think that you actually have to do more in the gathering quest for maybe less points, or the same amount of points for what people would do less. Either way, you guys get the overall point of that. There are also 3 alliance missions I wanted to mention real quick. As a leader or an R4, you got to note these, and you got to make sure that you're choosing what you're doing right, because there are going to be an abundance of quests that you can do. For example, all these quests, which were 10.4k points, but obviously it's going to be less depending on your bracket. If you're in if you're in I don't even know where to freaking find that thing. If you're in like whatever the other brackets are, right? Freaking Pathfinder, top fighter, whatever it is, you'll have less points for different quests and stuff. So do make sure you're trying to maximize the points, because you'll only be able to do 3 throughout the whole event, and I want to make sure that you guys don't mess up and you don't end up choosing a quest that only gives like 2k points, and then your alliance is like, what the heck, that being said, sorry guys, I'm freaking losing myself. So make sure you don't forget to collect your everyday rewards, by the way, because you do get 1 free reward. Continue from there, I wanted to note something else, that you do get individual challenges, and you start out at 0 out of 4, and you can collect 1 free one every day. And basically you can also spin gems, and you can get up to, I think, 6 a day, and then you spin gems for the other 5, so you can technically get up to 6 a day extra challenges and complete those or whatever, right? And those just cost gems. I also want to note that some alliances, and this might not really matter, do require a point requirement. And as a person myself, I'll give my opinion that I think that requiring points and stuff is honestly good. I think that it is good for alliance activity, good for organization, because it does kind of just unify your alliance. It also creates a more competitive environment, and obviously for some reasons it could be a con, but I think in a lot of cases it's pro to have a competitive alliance who just wants to do their best, right? I don't know, overall I think that's pretty nice. And yeah, oh yeah, another thing I wanted to note are the personal quests. So there are these personal quests where you can choose them, and you can basically get extra points. For example, these 120%, meaning that this quest normally gives, for example, maybe 200 points. Now it gives 355 if I do it in my personal area, and I can refresh this. And although I see the refresh thing right here, as a normal member, if you're an R3 or lower, you will not be able to refresh these, but you are able to refresh your personal quests as much as you want. And I'll give you guys an example. If I refresh this, I have the option to also use gems to refresh this faster and avoid the cooldown time. So if you do have quests that you want to see regularly in here, by the way, I would recommend asking your alliance leader or your R4s, your leadership, to constantly refresh whenever you're like looking for something specific. You know, if you're looking for like stamina quests, if you're looking for zombie killing quests, whatever it is, you know. So do note that. Make sure you're asking. And I don't know. I think that's about it. So. I think that's about it to the video. So if you guys did enjoy, you know, make sure to maybe like or subscribe. That would honestly make my day. And I also typed a quick script for this video. So tell me if you are a regular viewer, if this sounds more smooth and it's easier to watch and digest. And yeah, I do appreciate you guys as always though. And that is it to the video. So you guys have a good day or night though. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And that is it. Peace.